Hello, Stomach, and today we are ranking Hollow Knight characters by how well and how fast they could beat Penguin0 in a fight. So here are the rules. All characters are to be scaled up to size. For example, Grim is the size of Penguin0 in this scenario, so we're going off of that. For example, Knight is half of Penguin0. Pretty sure the Traitor Lord is like 1.5 Penguin0s, and Radiance is like 2 Penguin0s, I think. Weapons are valid, spells are not. For example, Grim would be able to kick, but teleportation is off of the table. Penguin will be given an anime sword for fair grounds because obviously weapons are valid. A character's ability to fight is determined by what their strongest form is in the game is. For example, say Absolute Radiance and Radiance. Absolute Radiance would be taken into consideration. Now, naturally, that does get a bit more complicated later on, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Point is, next one. And the character is solely magic focused. They go in the can't fight tier without question. For example, Shaman is solely magic user, so they go into the unable to battle category. In previous takes I had a magic user category, but no. We're getting rid of that. And I'm pretty sure there was like another shaman somewhere in here. There. Here. And that, hold on a second, let me just fix up the cause. There we go. So, starting off with the Knight. The Knight is just going into a win. Because the Knight has the dash, the Knight has the sword. Just dash a bunch, pull some Nightmare King Grim strategies, and Penguin0 will soon be no more, basically. And Green Path Vessel is dead. Now, here's where things get complicated. With Broken Vessel and the Hollow Knight. Hold on a second, let me just put that to the end of keep. Where the heck is... there. So, here's the question. Are infected knights stronger than regular ones? Because, say, Broken Vessel. Broken Vessel, in this case, replaces stamina, basically, for brute force and the ability to spew acid out of his face, so that's pretty cool. But honestly, I feel like that fact alone would be able to beat Penguin0, no questions asked. Obviously, being 2 Penguin0s is tall, the Knight should be able to handle Penguin0 quite fair, and you'll probably notice a lot of the Vessel-esque characters, for example, Hornet. Hornet is going in the same tier as the Knight, because, obviously, strength and agility go hand in hand in defeating a gamer, or would you consider a reaction YouTuber who looks homeless, despite having a very high net worth. I couldn't be bothered to look it up. You'll also be noticing that a lot of the, I guess, town folk fit into the same category of, yeah, no, they're not winning. Like, granted, there are some exceptions. For example, is Zelda over here. Granted, she's the husband of Cornifer, who's going in on no shot of victory alongside Bretta and all of these lot. Oh wait, shoot, I accidentally put Zote in Unable to Battle, my bad. But Zelda, we have lore that says Zelda fought as a warrior in neighboring lands, which sounds dramatic and whoa. So yeah, no, she hasn't fought in a while, but she'll probably win. Now, very quickly, after getting over the sad truth that Mandibug has no shot of victory, we are going to... I am most certainly in some way biased, but I'm putting Mila up here. Because, granted, yes, she's just a regular bug, but, and not like a vessel, or a trained warrior, or a massive beetle, but Mila has the big pickaxe. That's my excuse, pickaxe. Pickaxes are good for parrying, they're good for latching onto swords and pulling them away, and she's able to produce infinite amount of them, so eventually if she just throws enough pickaxes, he should die. Just throw enough of your infinite pickaxes and it'll kill over dead eventually. Maybe from boredom, I don't know. But yeah, through absolutely definitely no bias at all, Mila's going in draw, and I will not respond to any criticism stating otherwise. And we have our first bug to go into Penguin dead, and that's being the Hunter. Now, obviously you don't see a lot of the Hunter's main acts during the course of the game. He's mostly just hiding in a bush in Green Path for most of your playthrough. Except he owns the Hunter's Journal, correct? And the Hunter's Journal has every single bug you encounter in the game, correct? Meaning, if there is an entry which was specifically written by him, and he doesn't say that he didn't at least face them, then we're going to assume that he at least faced them, saw them, or killed them. And this guy's killed a lot of things. He's killed, Primal Aspids, which is already a feat in itself. He has at least encountered Hornet, which for most people means death. He actively knows about, or he knows about the rough legend of the Hollow Knight. So, he has a lot of experience under his belt. He could, and also, we're not disqualifying the fact that he's 2.5 penguins tall, so he goes into that ring, takes a big Five Nights at Freddy's chomp of that frontal lobe, and Penguin's probably dead. Actually, no, Penguin's dead. The Hunter is the first person or bug to go in the tier Penguin's dead. And I'm not saying that this guy can even battle, considering he's a bush. So, instant death. Here you go. Now, here's where things get a tiny bit more interesting. With the Mantis Lords, do I count them as all three Mantis Lords? In which case, it's a quick win. They're the size of Penguin0. They have lances. They're really quick and should be able to overcome him. Or should I rank them as one? Now, here's where I'm going to bend the rules a tiny bit. Where is it? Sisters of Battle, over here. I'm not going to rank that the same as the Mantis Lords. No. I'm going to rank these as all three Mantis Lords together, which would be a quick win. I'm going to rank this as one Mantis Lord. Just one Mantis Lord versus one Penguin0. An easy, fair fight for all the family. I don't know. But anyway, honestly, I think that it's that they're on the same power level. I'm gonna call it a draw. It's not like the same way as, oh, it's gonna be a stalemate, or, oh, I'm just biased, but no. This is probably the first of the actual draws, which is odd enough. Now, here's a problem that we're going to come up with later. Ghosts. Now, naturally, this is one of the less bad ghosts, because you never really face them. They look a tiny bit frail. They're gonna die very quickly. But anyway, with things like, say, the warrior spirits, they never really fight. Except, apparently, they were warriors. So, how do we base their skill levels? We're going to get to that later, but anyway, God Tamer. Let's just say that it's the beast and the person, because the ant alone is not beating Penguin0. But I've got to say that Penguin0 with a long sword, just drive it through the eyes, and yeah, no, it's gonna be tough, but yeah, no, they're losing. Tiso's definitely gonna die first. Actually, you know what? New rule, because he's getting way too hard. We never actually see any of the super duper duper cooper powerful guys doing anything at all in the game. Like Pale King, for example. Oh wow, giant spooky worm. He's probably gonna annihilate Penguin0, so we go up here. But we never freaking see him do anything. Like, yes, he was a giant worm, but, like, I don't know whether that worm was, like, herbivorous or whatever. Maybe it just ate plants all day and would literally do nothing to Penguin0. Or maybe it was a carnivorous hellhound. We don't know. So you know what? New rule, any pale beings or gods, demigods essentially, any of those are instantly going to Penguin's stead, because none of them do any of the deeds that they apparently did in any of the games. I'd rank the White Lady in unable to battle if she wasn't white. Racism. God, it's always the dream people who always give me the most issue. Okay, I put the Dome Defender over in Win, simply because we're able to see his White Palace counterpart, and he's quite strong. Like a simple bowling ball go clonk right into Penguin0's face hole. And also he's roughly the size of Penguin0, so that's gotta hurt. But then again, things get issuous, I guess, again, with these stupid things. Okay, so very quickly, Isma, Dryer. Wait, no, Zamir, Dryer, Isma, and Hegemon, all four of these guys are apparently great, massive knights, but don't actually do anything. So you know what? We're just going to go off the White Palace counterparts, which is, again, swift and simple, able to chop his leg off before he can even say, loopy off my poopy, I don't know. Is my plant implanted firmly up the ass, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's a draw. Maybe Penguin's able to chop her plants with a nice, massive anime sword. Again, quick knife, stabby, goes in the same tier with all the quick knife, stabby people, and Mighty Hegemon, squish. There. Now we have to deal with all of the Dream Warriors. You know what? I can't deal with this. We are giving Penguin0 a dream nail. Every one of these Dream Warriors are all going into instant death, because I swear to God, this one's going in no shot of victory because she's mortal. I cannot actually... Wait, no, that's the ratings we're going to put it back there. Anyway, back to my rant. Because I swear to God, if these guys, we never actually see them do anything. It's technically draw because, well, they can't, or you can't hit them with a regular nail, so probably not a regular sword, but whatever. Point is, all of these stupid Dream Warriors, or just dreams, are going into instant death, because I cannot deal with the factor of, oh, he is a helmet, this is Spartan, and going on a long trail of, okay, are we done with all of the Dream Warriors? Okay, good. Nightmare Heart goes here too. Oh, by the way, one last mention, the character has to actually fight, so they can't, like, summon minions or anything, which is why I put Vengefly or Fluke Test over here, and Collector over in No Shot of Victory, because, let's be honest here, without Prime Last Bits, this guy's worthless. Just realized I accidentally didn't show the POV of, yeah, I put, I put this guy over here. Okay. Now, as before mentioned, Watcher Knights, there's only going to be one, but I genuinely believe this Watcher Knight has a fighting chance, because Watcher Knights, they're tanky, even more so than the Mantis Lords. They they're even more fast, actually. Or more fast in attacking, that is. They can't instant transmission. But then again, in a plain battlefield where they haven't put spikes on either end and planned out easy routes of escape and entrance, the Watcher Knights actually do just as well as the Mantislords, if not better, actually. With enough whittling, I think that a Watcher Knight could be able to take out Penguin0. Yeah, no, he isn't winning. This tier list is having a lot of issues due to the rules I'm noticing. Umu? Just Umu. Does the electricity that Umu creates count as magic? Because obviously the Uromas don't fly under the clause of no guys. No guys. Oh, 1v Penguin. 1v Penguin. But due to the clause of magic, this is an electrified jellyfish. So does summoning electricity count as magic? Because if it does, then unable to battle, it's literally just a jellyfish. But if it is, or if it isn't, which I don't think it is, this thing's just electrified normally. So honestly, I feel like humans are mostly water. They can't stand up to Umu. Actually, Umu is immortal. Sorry, I forgot that very crucial detail until the end. Oh yeah, right. He's immortal. Unless pierced by the anime sword, but I mean, your nail can't pierce it. His nail won't. We are down to our last 20 bugs. So we're going to lightning round this. She has no shot of victory because, well, she's banker. She has no shot of... Actually, no. Yeah, no. No shot of victory because she's a charm seller. Nightmare King Grim and thank you. Sorry. Nightmare King Grim and regular Grim are going on quick win. They're the same size as Penguin0 and probably easily able to outclass him. For the simple fact that they are immortal from all sides of... just from everything. I'm going to put them in the same tier as their father. Also, they shoot fire, which is... I'm not going to say magic, but... It's teetering on the line, let's be honest there. Brum, no shot, sorry, he's dead. Same person, no shot of victory. I'm gonna put this in the same tier as, where is it? What's the face? Same tier. White Defender goes in the same tier as Dung Defender, as per the rules. Zote, I mean... He's not able to summon minions, he's just generally clumsy. I'd say a couple quick slices would probably do it. Hive Knight, actually, Hive Knight's a pretty, honestly, I'd say it's a draw. I mean, he's unable to summon his Hivelings, and, well, he's basically the same height as Penguin, they're basically equals. Pale Lurker, absolutely not. Nope. Nope. Just no. No shot of victory. They are, honestly, I'm not sure what they are, but they're dying. Winged Nosk, it's literally just Vengefly King, so we're just going to put them next to each other. Vessels, now, they're small. So, but also... I mean, they should technically go under Quick Loss, but they're also trained to be warriors, and our knight turned out fine. Granted, our knight has items from all across the kingdoms, and is, I guess, the chosen one from the prophecy. But honestly, I feel like they're kind of equals. I mean, one of them just had the ability to dash, so I'd imagine he'd be kind of common amongst vessels if Like, just our vessel forgot how to dash, and these guys were just like, oh yeah, we can dash. They were presumably also given nails, so... Honestly, I'd say tough win. They're one below the Knight, but they could probably do it. Radiance and Absolute Radiance, they're going under the same tier, because even though we do see them in action, they're, And, Shade Lord's going under Penguin's dead, not actually because he's a higher being, but actually because, well, he was able to conquer an entire dream realm in, like, 20-odd seconds. So anyway, folks, that has been my tier list, and if you were probably wondering, oh, why is it so blurry? Why is it so zoomed in? Well, let me just, hold on a sec. Just zoom out a bit. Oh, one sec. Actually, no. Let me just show you the entire list. 50%. Okay. So, hold on a sec. Let me zoom out all the way. You can see, as I zoom out, how many ads. There have been 3 ads across this entire page this whole time. Actually, 4. Actually, 5. 5 ads. And one of them, near the beginning of the recording, was actually, like, covering up the rightmost side of the tier. So I had to zoom in for a while. And that's why I was very much left focused during that entire recording. But anyway, this is my tier list. If you have any objections, feel free to spread them in the comments, and I will happily ignore you. But anyway, that's all for me. I have a wonderful day. I shall see you all tomorrow, and this is definitely not a lazy excuse to put off on videos which I haven't thought of yet. I don't know what you're talking about.